My name is Kate. This is my first knitting podcast video. I'm going to be talking about everything I've knit in the month of May. If that sounds up your alley, stick around. And yeah, I'm going to start with my finished objects. So, sadly, I only have one finished object this month, and it's the Lola top by Veronika Lindberg. It's such a beautiful pattern though. It has this really interesting neckline and strap detail. It gives me 70s vibes. I love it. I love the colors I chose. I did bright yellow and bright blue. Kind of minion vibes, but that's up my alley. I love that. And yeah, I'm super happy with the finished result. I went a little rogue with gauge. I didn't want a gauge swatch. I was like, oh, the tank top will be the gauge swatch. It's gonna be fine. And it was, but I definitely had to do some finagling. I was struggling to meet row gauge, so I added some extra stripes here and there. But I made sure to try it on as I went, so there weren't any big surprises. And in the end, it fits me really nicely. The pattern calls for 2 strands of fingering held together, so you get this nice Aran weight yarn in the end, and so the project knits up really quickly, which is nice, especially when you're knitting with cotton. It's like you want it to go by quickly because it's not the friendliest on the wrists, but I didn't find it too bad as long as I didn't spend hours at a time working on this. So for mine, I held a strand of the recommended yarn, which is Mandarin Petit by Sandnes Garn, and then 1 strand of Pascuali Nepal, which is a cotton linen nettle brand, and the Sandnes Garn is 100% cotton. I wanted to hold a strand of a cotton mix because I'm always just a little bit weary about knitting a top that's 100% cotton just because cotton's prone to growing and stretching with wear and washing. And now I've worn this a couple times and washed it a couple times, and it's been holding its shape pretty well, so I'm happy with that decision. The combination of the 2 yarns gave it a really nice marled effect, so that was just kind of an extra nice bonus. And yeah, I'm really happy with the finished result. The only thing I would change if I were to redo this pattern is to bind off the straps tighter. The pattern didn't say whether to bind off loosely or tightly, so I kind of just went loose because that seems, for the most part, what you're supposed to do. But as you can see, the straps kind of flare out at the base, and since this is mostly cotton, I am a little worried about it stretching even more. So I think if I were to redo this pattern, I would bind off tighter and to kind of mitigate this from flaring out. I think I'm gonna make another one of these and use up my cotton stash because I just have kind of a little random bits and bobs of cotton left over from previous projects, and just do rainbow stripes. I think that would be super cute. And yeah, I'll definitely make more of these. It's a great beginner project. Maybe not the first thing you make, but if you want to start making garments, it's a great project. The pattern's super clear. And yeah, highly recommend. So the reason I only have one finished object for this month is because I've been spending a lot of time working on my Billie Cardigan. So the Billie Cardigan is a pattern by Sari Nordlund, and it's this beautiful cabled cardigan. I'll make sure to put in some close-ups because it's hard to see the detail. But it is just stunning. It is the hardest project I've made to date. It is quite complex. I've now finished the yoke and I'm onto the body, so things are a lot easier. But doing all the cables and increases and making sure it fit me well, it was definitely a challenge, but it looks so luxurious, and the honeycomb cables. I think that's what they're called. Give it such a nice squish, and it's just gonna be the coziest thing. I originally didn't like the look of honeycomb cables. For some reason, it gave me the trypophobia. I don't know what it's called. The thing where holes make you feel unwell. But one of the YouTube channels I watch, the twins who knit, one of them made this cardigan. And then I fell in love with it and was obsessed. And somehow went from hating the look of honeycomb cables to being obsessed with them. And now that I'm making them, I think they look stunning. But I don't know, does anyone get that from this? Is this at all triggering? I don't know. But now I love it. It has seed stitch along the sides, like under the arms. And it's just such a satisfying texture. The issue with making a cabled cardigan, I swear you spend half the time just admiring all the cables and the textures. So that might be why it's taking me a bit longer. But it's so worth it. The body does go a bit slow, because now I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. But I'm just really excited to have this. Is this the most summer appropriate project? No. I live in Los Angeles. It's gonna be boiling soon. But I was just so obsessed with the pattern, and I finally have time to work on this. I didn't care. I'm making this sweater, and I'll wear it. I'll wear it when it's 90 degrees out. I'll suffer through it just because this pattern is so stunning. So the yarn I'm using for this project is very special to me. It's the Tandem yarn by Westwool. I got this for Christmas while I was in Amsterdam with my family. And it's 100% South American merino wool. And I got it in this beautiful royal blue color. And the yarn is just nice and squishy, super soft. It's my first time working with a merino. Actually, that's not true. But super soft. I'm a little worried about how this will wear because it's so soft. I think it might pill quite a lot, but it'll be worth it. So I wanted to add, while I was at the yarn store picking what color of yarn I wanted, I couldn't commit to just one. I love this blue color, but I didn't want my cardigan to just be all blue. So I grabbed one skein of this bright green color. And I love this shade of green. As you can see down over there, it matches my desk that I painted. So I decided that I was gonna make a cardigan with both of these. And the plan is that I'll do the whole body in this beautiful blue, and then I'm gonna go add all the ribbing and the button band in the bright green. And because the pattern is designed for just one color, I had to kind of guess on the amount of yarn I would need. So I only have one skein of green, and I'm really hoping that's going to be enough for all the ribbing. And I hope I have enough of this blue yarn too. So it might be a game of yarn chicken at the end, but it's worth the risk to me. I think this is going to be stunning. I can only get the yarn in Amsterdam, so I may have to do... let's just hope I don't run out of yarn. Okay. Also, isn't this project bag just adorable? I got it at a really cute yarn store in Boulder, Colorado, and I'm just obsessed with it. Anytime I'm working on a larger project that I want to take with me everywhere, I'll put it in this bag. Because it's just such a cute, like, fashion accessory too. So when I was visiting Breckenridge, Colorado, I picked up this beautiful tonal skein of green wool yarn. And I've misplaced the tag, so I can't remember what exactly it is. But it's nice and soft. I feel like there must be some silk in it because it has this nice sheen. But I was looking for a pattern that would only use one skein. And I found the Ashton Shawlette pattern by Dee O'Keefe. And it's a free pattern, and it has this beautiful lace detail. I'll make sure to include photos because right now it's very hard to see exactly what this is. But it has these lovely little lace motifs that repeat. And yeah, this is my first shawl. I highly recommend checking out this pattern if you're new to lace or want to try a shawl that's not too daunting. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I plan to give this to my grandma. And yeah, I better finish it. I've kind of gotten a bit distracted with the cardigan and I've put this to the side. Lace is one of those things where it looks so complicated, and I don't know, that can kind of deter me from picking lace patterns, but it's actually quite meditative to do it. And yeah, it just keeps you so interested because you just, every time it's like, ooh, you're so close to finishing this motif, you want to keep going, want to see what it's going to look like. It has, the finished pattern has this lovely edge. So I'm excited to finish this. I gotta put some more work into it to get it done. But yeah, that's the Ashton Lace Shawlette. So next we have the Slip Rib Socks by, let's see, Summerly Design. And so I have one done. And they look like this. I used a mix of, this is the Cascade Superwash sock yarn, the two purples, and then I have one random skein of multicolored hand dyed. And so it looks a little silly off the foot, but once it's on a leg, it kind of, the pattern stretches out and it becomes quite cute, I think. So these are for my brother. His favorite color is purple and he loves socks. He owns, I swear, like 100 pairs of socks of all crazy designs. So I really wanted to make him one, and I promised him maybe 2 years ago that I would make him a pair of socks, but I've been stuck on just one sock. I suffer from extreme second sock syndrome. In my mind, I've finished one sock and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I learned the pattern. I know how to make a sock now. I'm over it. I thought the stripes and the like ribbing slip stitch pattern would help keep me engaged and enthusiastic about this pattern, but I was so over it after this one sock. So for Christmas, I showed my brother this one sock and I was like, I'm on my way. You're getting socks. I'll finish it by your birthday. And his birthday came and went, and this is all I have of the second sock. I started it, but I can't finish it. There's something, I think I'm just not a complicated sock girl. The slip stitch ribbing requires too much focus, so I can't just do this mindlessly. And socks have been like my travel project. I like to do them when I'm on an airplane, a long car ride, train rides, anything like that. But this is just like, it requires too much focus that I just avoid it. But I'm so close. My brother also has the biggest feet in the world. I think he's a size 11, 12, I don't know. But like, they go on forever. But I'm gonna finish them because I know he'll appreciate them. And yeah, this is one I'm gonna guilt myself into finishing these. I gotta do it. Yeah, the pattern is super cute. It's well written. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. I think I'm a basic sock girl. I made it too complicated. I just need to finish these socks and get on to simpler socks. So yeah, the slip rib socks by Summer Lee Design. Okay, so last whip. This is the Puff and Go wrapper. This project, okay, I started this maybe 2 years ago now. In the span of 2 weeks, did the whole body. I was super excited about it. I was obsessed with the yarn. It's this 1-ply hand-dyed yarn. It's beautiful. Stunning. Did the whole body and the straps and all of that. And then I had to do the sleeves. And in the pattern, it has long sleeves. But I really wanted to do shorter puff sleeves. And at the time of knitting this, I just wasn't a confident enough knitter to figure that out. I don't know. I got overwhelmed and just left it like this for 2 years. But now I've dug it out of hiding and I want to finish it because I think it'll be such a nice, like, for those cooler summer nights when you just want a little bit of extra warmth, but it's not too heavy. It's like the density of the fabric, it's super light and airy. So I feel like it'll be perfect for that, like, just a little extra warmth. And like to be worn on top of a sundress, I think it'll just be so cute. Because here, I can show you what it looks like now. Oh Lord. See? It's super cute. And just imagine a little puff sleeve. And it has even like a little buttonhole you knit so that you can nicely tie it up. And it has this adorable I-cord edge detail along the whole thing. And I did all that. That's the hardest part. I just need to do the frickin' sleeves. But, so that's why. I feel like this, if I spent just 2 days on this, it could be done. And it would be so cute. So, I'm putting this as a current whip because I'm determined to get it done by next month. So yeah, the Puff and Go wrapper. Now onto yarn acquisitions. So I flew home to New York to visit my family for a long weekend, and I went to my favorite yarn store, Knitty City, and I picked up some skeins of yarn. So I got these. They're so pretty. So this is Yarn Over New York. They're DK weight base. It's 100% superwash merino in the colorway mint condition. And I'm just obsessed with this color. It has specks of bright lime green and bright teal, and then some really dark teal. It's just beautiful. And I feel like my issue when I go into yarn stores is often I grab the same color. I'll grab like a pink, and then I end up with just like a ton of pink yarn in different shades. So I was determined to get something I didn't have. And this is definitely a new color. So I have some plans for this yarn. I really want to make the Crisscross Puff Top by Mia. Her version is also in this hand-dyed neon pink. And so I think this hand-dyed yarn will look perfect for it and really just showcase the beautiful color. So yeah, I'm very excited. I think I need to finish at least one whip before I cast this on. Because normally I'm a monogamous knitter. I like one project, that's it. I knit it from, I only knit that. But right now I have 4, and that is too many for me. So I think I'm going to finish one, and then I can cast this on. Because I think this will be such a cute going out top, date night top. I've really been wanting to knit something backless. I think that's just so fun and flirty. I like it. So hopefully that will be completed soon. Okay, I then went to another yarn store in New York and got 2 skeins of this Sueño worsted by Haiku. Not sure, but super, super soft. It's 80% merino superwash and 20% viscose from bamboo. So it does have this interesting sheen. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but it's really nice and soft. So I'm excited to see how this knits up. I didn't really have a pattern in mind for this yarn, which I know is a no-no. I'm thinking of making the stripe pipe sweater by Veronika Lindberg and using these for the stripes, and then using some of my stash for the other stripes. The issue with her pattern for me is that it's supposed to be a stash busting pattern, but I've just bought more yarn. I feel like with the stash busting projects, when it has all these different colors, I just want more colors. I think I'm gonna leave this project for a little bit later and let the weather cool down a bit. So this may be a project for fall, but I just couldn't resist the colors. Okay. I thought I would add a little segment to the end of my videos just talking about what I'm currently watching on YouTube. I feel like the knitting community on YouTube is just booming right now, which I love. I can watch knitting videos for hours, and that's kind of the reason I started my channel, because in California I haven't met many other knitters. I think maybe people are a little more sane and aren't making wool sweaters in this hot weather, but I just love the community here on YouTube, so I've been really excited to be a part of it and kind of, I don't know, get my sense of knitting community here online. So I just kind of wanted to talk about who I've been watching, and you guys can let me know down below who you're watching. One person I've really been loving is Knitting with Eve. She's based in Canada, and she's super sweet. Her videos are really down to earth, and yeah, she makes the cutest things. She's gotten into spinning. She uses a Turkish spindle, which inspired me to get into spinning. And yeah, I highly recommend if you want that like calm, just fun to watch while you're relaxing or knitting. She's really great. She has guinea pigs, so I'm always excited when she shows them on the channel. And yeah, I highly recommend her. Let me know what you guys have been working on or what YouTubers you watch here. And yeah, till next time, bye!